Your friendly neighborhood YouTuber is rated PG-13. Parental advisory, explicit content. Viewer discretion is advised. Take that, you bad subscribers! Hey, what's up everyone? It's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber! And we are back here again with another action figure review. Okay, so today we have, thanks to one of my subscribers, because I didn't know this chick's name, I picked her up. Usually there's a name on the front cover, but this is The Drowned. The Drowned. That's the name. I'm not familiar with Batman Earth 2. She is from Dark Knight's Metal. I'm guessing she has to do something with Aquaman, right? Because yeah, she just has a very Aquaman vibe. Here are some of the other figs you can pick up from previous DC Mcfarlane releases. So we're just gonna go ahead and get right into it because I'm not really familiar. One thing I love about these DC Mcfarlane figs is that they give us the trading card, which is awesome because I collect trading cards. I love trading cards. But at the same time, if you're not familiar with The Drowned, there is a little story on the back of the card, which I'm going to open up and take a look at, and because I'm not familiar with The Drowned. So, let's put her right there. Let's do a little read up to get familiar with The Drowned. Okay, here we go. Batman, The Drowned, #1. 2017. Real name, Bryce Wayne. Okay. Relation? How is she related? Okay. You guys see the height, the weight. Okay. Bryce Wayne of Earth 11 harbored a deep hatred of the Atlanteans for their role. Sorry, I had to think about that one. For their role in the death of her beloved Sylvester Kyle. In a quest to avenge Kyle, she spliced her DNA with that of Atlantean, becoming a super-powered Dark Knight called the Drowned, capable of breathing and fighting underwater. Okay, Kyle. Selina Kyle? So, did Selina Kyle and Batman have a son together? Is that Sylvester Kyle? Is that the son of Batman and Catwoman's, okay, I'm lost now. Okay, so she's Bryce Wayne. So is she the daughter of Bruce Wayne? A possible daughter? If you guys know, leave it in the comments, man. I'll pin it to my page because this multiverse, Earth 2, man, I'm just completely lost when it comes to the storylines. Okay. Okay, I'm glad that summed it up, right? So, let's take out The Drowned. Slice her open right here. And then we'll cut her open right here. There we go. There we go. Let's take her out the package. Oh, she's got some tape right here. Slice that open. Okay. That was simple. So, The Drowned only comes with one accessories, which is this right here. I forget the name of it. The Trident. Is it Trident? Trident. Let's take a look at her, man. Well, listen, dude. Let me bring my camera down just a little bit. If there's one thing I can say about Mcfarlane, and I've said this, I say this pretty much every single freaking time I review a Mcfarlane figure, is that the detail is just immaculate. The paint apps are just so clean, and this is just something completely different, dude. And the reason why I wanted to pick up this figure, the reason why I passed on so many other DC figs, but yet picked up this one, is because she has a real, if you look at her face, she has like a real zombie-esque steampunk vibe. And I really, really dig that. And, you know, if you guys know me, you guys know I love creepy, cool stuff. And I really, really like her style. Really, really dope. I love the Batman logo for her necklace right there, if you guys can see that. The face is done nicely. I love... She kind of has like a Frankenstein vibe as well. And I love the mask right there, the brown mask with the bat ears. Very, very dope. So she has to be related to Batman, right? Daughter of Batman, maybe? The hair, I love the hair. It's done so nicely, man. You can tell it has a lot of McFarlane touches, you know. When McFarlane does things, he does things in a dramatic way, and you can tell that this was his sculpting idea right here because of course, Spawn with the crazy cape. Back of the Drowned. The arms are done nicely. The whole body is done nicely. Articulation-wise, you guys know the articulation, man. Very, very nice, solid figure. And I like that they gave us a gold necklace to go with this gold trident. So she holds it very nicely. It can come out of her hand. I'm not going to... Actually, I'll just... Why not? Pop it out of her hand because it's not in there all that great. But there's the trident. Very nice gold trident. Very not flexible. It is a flimsy, very breakable plastic, so be careful with that. Just the overall really, really nice figure, man. McFarlane has me sold, dude. The only thing I'm not liking, and I had these gripes before if you guys watched my previous reviews of McFarlane figs, is, of course, you know, no shin cut, no boot, no upper thigh cut. And then the torso, you can't really get her to look down other than like that. There's no break at the torso because this right here is covered up. So McFarlane has been lacking on the torso breaks and then the shin breaks and the upper thigh breaks. With all that being said, it's a great looking figure. But if there's one thing that I kind of dislike about the new McFarlane stuff that he's producing, it doesn't give the detail that it used to, you know, from older McFarlane figs. And what I mean by that is, don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful, beautiful, detailed figure, alright? But there are just some paint apps, like if this was the old McFarlane, this would be, you know, this would be like shaded right here. You see the green dress right here, you know, it would be shaded with black, like a black wash. Everything wouldn't be so precise and so clean. You know, it would have a very wash over it. And that's one thing I miss about the old McFarlane compared to the new McFarlane. You know what I mean? The stuff that he's producing is quality stuff, especially for the price point of 20 bucks. And it's highly detailed, highly sculpted piece. But at the same time, it doesn't have that same wash like a lot of old McFarlane figs. You know what I mean? If you guys understood what I'm saying, then check out my McFarlane playlist and you can see the detail and the washes of older McFarlane figs. They weren't articulated like they are today, more articulated, but the detail I think was a little bit better. But hey, compared to what other, you know, toy companies are doing today, I think this is like top notch, dude. Breaks at the arms right there, double jointed arms. Just a great overall looking figure, man. And then you throw the trident on her. Great looking figure. Great looking figure. I'm not disappointed with this figure at all, man. She's very, very nice. Alright, let's do some comparisons, guys. So I broke out a couple of DC Vixens here. Speaking of Catwoman, Selina Kyle, we have Catwoman right there, and she actually goes very well. She's a little bit taller, as I think she should be. That's how they measure up. This is from, I think, DC Designer Series. I think it's a Greg Capullo. I'm not really for sure. And then here is Pandora. I think she's a DC Essentials maybe, or DC Collectibles. But overall, I mean, if you look at this older DC fig right here, I mean, even they gave her like a black wash. You see over her? And this is not a new fig. This is a old fig. This is like 10, 15 years old. This figure is. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, the detail, you know, from 10 maybe over 10 years ago, it still holds up to this day with this Pandora, man. Next to the Drown, they go very well together. Okay, let me measure her, and I'm going to go ahead and give you my rating, and I think you guys are going to be surprised by what I give her. So, let's measure the Drowned, and she stands just under 7 inches tall, all the way up to the bat ears, I guess. And I like the idea, too, that she's like half bat, half aqua woman. Just the overall great looking figure, man. Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, listen, guys, it's not... I can't really... I would like to give her an 8, but if I give her an 8, I can't compare it to some of the 8s that I've given other figures. So for that, I'm going to be very generous, simply because I like the overall look of her. Aesthetically, she looks really pleasing. She looks good in person, and she looks good on camera. So for that alone, I'm going to give her like a 7.5. 7.5 out of 10. It's not quite an 8, but it's pretty close to an 8. You know what I mean? I can't really give her an 8 compared to some of the 8s that I've given in the past. So, but she is really on point. And if you guys are collecting the DC Mcfarlane figs, I definitely say she's a pickup. I don't think you should pass on this figure. If you find her in stores, I say get her. You know, I was lucky to find her in the store. And, yeah, man, I definitely do think she's worth $20. She's worth the price of admission. Okay, guys, we'll go ahead and leave it at that. Tell me what you guys think of the Drowned. Very nice, detailed figure. You guys heard my gripes. I think if there was maybe a wash over it, I think the score would be a little bit higher. But overall, just a great looking piece, man. If you're wondering about more articulation, she can kick forward compared to some previous Mcfarlane figs that I just recently reviewed. So yeah, she can kick forward. She can do the splits. You guys saw that the legs should be double jointed, and they are. So if you're wondering about that articulation, there you guys have it. Alright guys, let me know what you think of this figure. Is she a pickup or a pass? I definitely recommend her. I think she's a really good piece, guys. We'll go ahead and leave it at that. Just want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next review. Peace out.